What's up? It's FruKo here with my third video ever uploaded to YouTube. And guess what? It's another ASMR video. Now, I want to try today to use my voice to speak some positive things, speak some positive thoughts for those of you who might find it helpful. I myself try to, in a daily basis, to stay relaxed, stay calm, don't get stressed, try and maintain, positive. And it's not that easy, sometimes people find hard to keep cool and stop thinking about stressful things. So first of all, I'm gonna start by saying what I do whenever I feel like I'm getting a little anxious, or I feel like I need to, take a break and slow down and, take some time for myself. And what I basically do, as you can already hear and see, is I try and remind myself to be aware of how I'm feeling at every moment, assess what my feelings are, not so much to try and see what the source of those negative thoughts are, but as a way to try and stay tuned with myself. And basically, that's what I start doing. A very simple tip is, as many of you will already know, is to listen to your breath and breathe in slowly, breathe out. I'm not sure whether it's better to breathe in with your nose and breathe out, or inhale and exhale with your nose or your mouth. I normally do it both with my nose and sometimes with my mouth when I try to meditate, which I don't do as much as I should. So basically, stop every now and then. Listen to yourself. When I say listen, I'm obviously not referring to listen with your ears. Listen with everything you've got. Stop. Listen to your breath. Listen to the way you're speaking, the way you're thinking. Is it in a fast pace, or is it in a slow pace? So I'm gonna start by doing it with you guys so I can relax myself. I'm gonna try and breathe in for about 5 seconds. Stop for hold my breath for about a second, and then just let it out for another 5 seconds. So if you want, we can do it together. Okay, I've got to reposition myself. As you do this breathing, many people find difficult, including myself, to keep your thoughts to a side and, put your mind, like we say here, like put your mind in a blank, set, like there's nothing there, keep all your thoughts away from your mind. Excuse me if my English is not very good. I struggle sometimes to find the words. English is not my native language, so I apologize if you see that I struggle every now and then. What I do is, first of all, stop trying to stop thinking, because that's impossible. You've got a brain. You've got a really high-tech brain that has evolved for many, many years, and basically you have it there, and as you have your heart, you have other organs. You use it for many things. The problem is when you cannot control it as you can control maybe your body. So it's hard. I myself struggle. I still struggle trying to keep my mind quiet when I try to breathe in or relax or meditate. And it's just what I try to do is just view myself from the outside, or try and see myself from the outside, breathing, trying also to get inside myself, like if I had a very small camera that goes through my, lungs, through my organs, through my body, inside out, following my blood, listening to my heart, listening to my lungs, feeling them, inflating with every breath, every time you inhale, and letting the air out every time you exhale, just being aware and conscious that you are living, that you are here, that you belong to this world, to this green planet we have, that you are no different from the air you're breathing, you're no different from the earth you're stepping on, you're no different from the animals you see, from the birds you may hear tweeting on the trees. We are all made of the same thing. We are not aliens to this planet, if you know what I mean. We belong here. So, I feel like nowadays, like we somehow have torn apart. We have separated ourselves from what we essentially are. And I feel like each one of us needs to reconnect with nature, reconnect with the world, reconnect even among us, because we somehow, when we communicate with each other, when we have small talks every day in our jobs, with our families, we tend to speak about pointless. Well, no, I don't mean to offend anybody here, but we talk about many pointless things. It's not about being, talking about serious stuff 24/7. But I feel like when it comes to communicating our feelings, we ourselves put a mask on many times, and we hide behind it. Sorry. You see, that's what I'm talking about when I told you before that English is not my first language. So you try to hide behind a mask or a shield, and you somehow perform an act in front of everybody, and then maybe when you're at home on your own, you take that mask and you feel like you've got a lot of heavy feeling, within you. You've got a heavy weight on your shoulders, because it's hard, it's hard to keep your acting for so long. It's difficult to not be yourself for a long time. So it's normal that people develop stress, people develop other types of illnesses, and many of them are related, or at least that's what I've read, are related to this kind of, negative vibes, negative feelings, negative thoughts we have, even the language we use in our everyday life. We tend to speak negatively about anything, or even, I'm not an alien here. I am a human being. I make mistakes. I'm still trying to, not get angry because my coffee is not as hot or cold as I like it, or because somebody tried to cut me when I was driving in the highway, or, I keep every day, as I normally say, it's not a matter, or I don't believe it's a matter of trying to be the best person. It's a matter of trying to. And what I mean by that is that you don't have to put your pressure on yourself that you have to be the perfect man or the perfect woman or the perfect son or the perfect father. Um, it's not a matter of that. I mean, you just have to try and sometimes, be able to tap yourself in the back, know when it's time to say stop to the negative thoughts, when it's time to say stop to that ego that we've been feeding since we've been, little kids, and that we didn't know how big it was until we came face to face with it, which is what the process I'm in right now. I'm realizing that my ego is so big that that's why I feel like everything that surrounds me should happen as I feel, and that's not how things should be. I mean, I shouldn't get angry for stupid things, and so that's what I say. It's not a matter of being perfect. It's a matter of trying to be a better person tomorrow than I am today, and and do not force things, as I usually also try to tell myself and everybody. If you have to force things to make them happen, I guess they shouldn't have happened. I mean, they were never meant to happen, and that's why I never push things. And people normally, when I say this, they go like, but if that's like a too of a laid back attitude, like I don't go for things like I should, or I just wait for things to happen. And it's not about waiting for things to happen, it's just about not forcing things too much, because I believe that's the way, my belief system. If I think that if things are supposed to happen, they will happen eventually, sooner or later. So forcing them will not make them happen sooner. And if they happen sooner, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be, or you're not going to be enjoying them as much as you would if you just let things get to you when they're supposed to. You see, now myself, I'm realizing that my mind is racing because I've got all these thoughts I want to, bring to you guys. Try to help you and help myself. So yeah, basically, guys, try to try and summarize a little bit. First of all, every now and then, stop, listen to yourself, assess your feelings, your breathing, your mind, and just listen to your breathing for a while. Slow it down. Slow your mind. Do not try to kill your brain and make your mind and thoughts disappear. That's not going to happen. Just try and, when I said before, number one, to listen to yourself, and number two, you got to keep on with that. The more you listen to your breathing, the more you evaluate yourself from within side, from outside, like you actually have a camera watching you, and that camera can go either outside and watch you and see you from the outside, or just go, inside you and go all around, your organs, looking at them, assessing them, try and feel them, if I know that's impossible, you cannot feel your organs, or at least if you are healthy, you shouldn't feel any of your organs. In fact, if you feel any of your organs working or doing something, that's a bad symptom. So yeah, try and be aware and conscious of your existing and your presence right now, right here. And then number three, do not put a lot of pressure on yourself. Do not force things to happen. Things will happen when they need to happen. So yeah, I hope that my thoughts and basically what I think about all this stress and negative thoughts that may come across our minds every now and then, if it helps you guys, well, it was worthy spending almost 15 minutes already with a video. This is not going to be my last video, speaking my mind and trying to help anybody who wants to listen. So once again, thank you very much for listening, and I hope that everything goes well. I hope whatever problem you are coming across right now, meant to happen, okay? Just believe